Hello everybody and welcome back to Casual Gamer as we move into round 2 of our F1 2017 Season 8 career mode, and we are at Shanghai. Let's get into this. Ferrari driver Ben Waterworth, of course, and we haven't changed that number 1 in our car yet again. Whoops. Sorry, Lewis Hamilton. Best qualifying here, we've achieved pole position twice, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We've got a pole here in our Sauber days back in Season 2 of F1 2016, and of course we took pole this time last year in a Ferrari. And I do love the fact that before this started, our dear old engineer Chris came up to us and said, "Hey, our upgrade pace is bloody fantastic, keep up the great work." It's the first time I've actually ever been complimented rather than being told off for not using the damn thing. So there you go, random little thing for you there. And we're aiming to get 1600 development points. That's the next upgrade we can do on the engine, because we're obviously still focusing on that engine to do what we did in Toro Rosso and get it right back up to peak performance. We managed to do that at Toro Rosso. That's why they've still technically got the most powerful engine in this game. But one more upgrade, we move ahead of them. And then if we get 2 more upgrades, then we shit all over them. So that's a random little thing for you moving forward, of course. But we're only got about 200 odd R&D points at the moment. So we're still some time off getting that. And then it's going to be a 6-week upgrade for that. And then we have to wait again. So I don't think we're going to get both of those installed this year. I think we're only going to get one of them installed, and the other will have to wait to the end of the season. So we're going to get told off a lot by Jonathan. Well, not Jonathan, Chris. Oh, come on now, upgrade our car. It's like, go suck yourself off, bro. Anyway, we are on for another pole position. It's where we got our first one last season, and we're going to get our first one for this season as well. We crossed the line in pole. Thank you very much. No, Jonathan, Jeffrey, you don't want to say a bloody word for me? Jonathan, Jeffrey, Chris, I get all the names confused. Well, fuck yourself. There. Jeff. 1.1 seconds clear. Our teammate in 4th. So, we out-qualifying him by a few positions. That'll work well for our reputation. But we're going to have to see if we can win the race. So let's move into that now. And now is now. So, yeah, don't really need to repeat myself that I won here last year. So we've obviously won the Chinese Grand Prix before. Now, Abu Dhabi last season, we ended up retiring the line. We were on for 2nd there until I decided to take Vettel out. And had we won that, would have won 5 in a row. Our most races we've ever won in a row, of course, is 4. A fact that we have achieved twice before. So, see if we can match that streak. I might have jinxed myself. Should have won our rivalry, should we not have? We have, yes, congratulations. Yep. I reckon Vettel might be our next one, unless they give us Hamilton again. So we've never beaten Hamilton. Alrighty, let's do this. Race day in China. Boom, 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 boom. We need to make sure that we go through this very, very well. Very, very well. Don't ask me what I'm doing. 5 out of 5 would be the perfect way to start this season. It's what we want to do. We're not going to win Monaco, of course, so we've got to do our best here to get 5 out of 5. We're not doing a chop. No to the chops. Chops are done. Unless we get to our championship at the end of the season, we have to do it. I'm not even going to put it on rich mode. We're going to go standard mode. And we are going to go racing in China. Hamilton will get a good start, as they always do. All but impossible to lead off the line in this game. Vettel takes 2nd position. Whoa, as we get a lot of cars taking us over here. And well, this is a terrible start, actually. We've dropped well back. And, wow. Was not expecting to have such a rubbish start. We're going to have to find ourselves... No, I can't move across to the right there because I've got a car on the right of me there. I can't do my usual now. I can. They're out of it. Don't hit a car. And I've found a gap between 2 there. Push ourselves back on the circuit. Alright, warning, collision with Massa. I'm going to go right back into rich revs. And we're going to try not to go into the back of Felipe, as obviously the closing speed there had to let go of the throttle. We have to go around the outside of Felipe there to take that position. Wow, okay, I was only expecting to maybe lose 2 off the line and gain them back straight away, but whew, we are going to have to fight our way through this field all of a sudden. Not how I wanted to do this race, but you've got to do what you've been given. We might have lost our opportunity to win this one. Once again, I'm getting a little bit too cocky for my own liking. We need to make some positions up here, I feel, at the end of this straight. And again, our rich mode not going to be able to last us as long as we would like. Can we move one up here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, clip the front of Perez there. Got orange damage on our front wing, not red. That's not the best. Oh, nearly in the back of Ricciardo. Shit. Alright, we didn't get a penalty, so there is a positive there. We've got the speed here in Danny Rick. We should be able to take him here into turn 1, which, oh, he's clipped us. Now we're on red. Now we're definitely on red. Oh, we're on red again. Keep banging wheels with Daniel Ricciardo there, our countryman. We take the position, but that's going to make it very difficult for us with the red damage on the front wing. Fuck! Shut up, Jeff. I don't want to hear it, you dickhead. Shove it up your fucking ass. I'll give you some damage to your front wing. Fuckhead. I can understand why these drivers in the actual races go off at their engineers. It's a frustrating motherfucking thing to hear them, especially when they're telling you the most obvious fucking things you know already. And that is really costing us some pace because we can't just turn the car the way we want to. And again, there's no reason to pit. It's only a 5-lap Grand Prix, so why would we pit? We're just going to lose any chance of points, of course. Oh, I just can't keep it full speed. It's frustrating. And Ricciardo next to me just keeps wanting to drive into me. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. Well, stemmed from this corner a lap ago. And we have to find something here. Nothing really we can find. As we push the car, it doesn't turn the way we want to. You're going to see it here, particularly in this opening corner spread. The car always gets away from you. As you can see, just understeers out of it. And can we get Verstappen? I don't think we can. Try my little tushy off here. And I told you I'd jinx myself by talking up the fact that we need to win 5 Grand Prix in the opening part of the season. Positive to note though is even if I finish this race in 5th, it'd still be a better start to the season than last year because of course we only got 20th in Australia and then 1 in China. So we technically would be in a better position still than we were in the last season here in F1 2017, despite the fact that we obviously won this Grand Prix last year. And we just lose so much time into that corner to Verstappen. And look at that, we just have to get out of rich mode. Not a damn thing we can do about that either. Nowhere in the vicinity of DRS zone. And we are in deep, deep doo-doo here as we defend ourselves against Ricciardo. This is where the no flashback thing is so frustrating. So frustrating. And now it's going to be a case of defending against Danny Rick. We're not going to get Verstappen. Can't steer this car properly. The understeer is just too much. Perez all over the back of Ricciardo too. So this corner, it's always these long sweeping corners here. I mean, obviously there's no real definite circuit you can get away with damage like this, but I mean, you know, Italy's one that you can probably factor it in slightly. I think we did get front wing damage there last year, didn't we, before we ended up crashing out of it. But given that that's just mainly long straights and a few corners, whereas here, you know, this particular sequence of corners right here is just a bitch on the car when you've got, like, no full front wing. Because this car just escapes under you and you just understeer out of it. More of a better run into it that time around. Now, will Ricciardo get DRS? I don't think he did. I couldn't quite see his wing there. Perez having a bit of a look. It was Perez who I hit, I believe. And then, of course, obviously I hit Ricciardo more when I was fighting with him. Hamilton sets the fastest lap. And we are now going to cross the line to start our last lap of the race. Hanging on here to 5th. It's going to be disappointing. We don't want to make it even more disappointing, though, of course. It's all about being consistent with the points finishes. But just like last year, 2 races in, 1 victory. Only 1 victory. But again, the plus side to this season compared to last season will be this 5th place. Still going to be 10 World Championship points. Of course, that used to be the amount that you used to get for a win back when I started watching Formula 1. So it's still better than nothing. I'll still have 35 points after 2 rounds as compared to only 25 at the end of 2 rounds last season. Oh, thought I might get a penalty there for that. And we'll just see how we fare now coming into this last sequence of corners. I can keep it on track. Oh, run myself out of it a little bit. Ricciardo's getting racy. I had to cut across him there. Risked possibly getting us spun out. Meanwhile at the front, Hamilton's going to win the Grand Prix. And Perez is going to have a move on Ricciardo. Go, Sergio. Go for it, son. I think Perez has got it. Perez got ahead. Perez did get ahead. Well done, Sergio Perez. They're still battling over it, though. Need to keep an eye on my own race here at the moment. And Perez and Ricciardo. Perez versus Ricciardo. Perez. Ricciardo got it. Oh, shut up, Jeffrey, you asshole. Don't give me not good enough, you fucking prick. You come and drive the car, you ungrateful bastard. Let's see what... I want to see how close the Ricciardo-Perez finishing was. Because that was right on the line. Well done, Lewis, you little prick. Where are Ricciardo-Perez? 1/10. Wow. That was crazy. So, championship-wise... Hamilton leads. We dropped to 2nd. Constructors-wise, Mercedes leading. They haven't led in a while. So, just looking at my terrible start. We talk about not doing a chop. I think it's more of a case you need to ease over just ever so slightly. Need to at least cover Vettel. And you'll see here that I'll run myself wide there. I just completely let out of it. Clipper Williams. Force myself off. And then it's all carnage here. I'm all the way back with the Renaults and the Toro Rossos. That is one terrible start. Alright, well. Not good enough, not good enough. Shut the fuck up, Jeffrey. Seriously. So ungrateful. Wow. Wait and see. Alright, well, in our quest for more R&D points, we're not looking good, are we? Alright, no rival. We'll see who our rival is next round, of course. Like, subscribe, and comment. We'll be in Bahrain, a race we've never won. Fingers crossed we can finally do it. And we'll speak to you next time here on Casual Gamer Oz. Good night.